Good morning. Thank you very much. We will now begin the Obon service. I'm now 47 years old. This month, my birthday passed, and I have some dreams. And one of my dreams is to participate all Bon dances on Kauai, Friday, Saturday for full season. That was my dream. And this year I had a chance because I had no plan to, uh, vacation during the summertime. Okay, I could make it this year. And then I really hope I could do. And then last night was actually a big decision whether I should go or not. Tomorrow, okay, I have a bond service, big service. And if I could go bond dance, I could make it my dream. That is a really big decision, but I chose to prepare bond dance and bond service over here. And I think this was the right decision because from evening, it took maybe 1 o'clock. I finished all preparation. Yeah, that was right decision. Oh, it's good sometimes to abandon dream. Anyway, this year at the Kappa Jodo Mission Toro Nagashi, I used LED light for the light, altar light for the LED outside. And usually outside kind of hard to keep light on because of the wind blows. And sometimes we have to worry about fire possibility and LED good. And then maybe some people say, oh, that's not traditional. That's a fake fire. But if we think of the purpose of candlelight, what is the purpose of candlelight? Is to light up the world in the darkness. In the darkness, if we have candlelight, we can see. So that's the purpose. So whether it's real or whether it's fake, actually LED has a good job to do, you know. And it really look like authentic candlelight nowadays because of the technology. And I thought about, the balance of technology and tradition is very important. Tradition is very stable. We follow tradition. We feel no worry. We just follow the tradition that predecessors brought, very stable. And however, if we stick to the tradition, there is no improvement or development. Then technology is good. Technology could bring us, improvement or development. But because of the technology, it's not certain. It's not stable. We sometimes worry about whether it's okay or not. What we need, I thought, was kind of balance. Technology and tradition needs to get along so that we can have better world. That is, I think, very important, technology and tradition. In a sense, we can say that tradition is the best thing. So you don't need any development. That is actually kind of true. Tradition is what our ancestors created already, the best one created. So we can just follow. Is okay, is one idea. But one idea is that we could always improve. We can have always improvement or development if we seek. So that is kind of important to uh, get along with tradition and balance. And indeed, LED light is a good job because no worry about fire and no worry about blow off. Sometimes the battery run out, but it's a good job. And indeed, at Toro Nagashi Kappa, many lights blown off the light off suddenly. So I thought maybe, next year We should use all LED light. So, that is another idea. Anyway, Obon is a season. We use lanterns. Lantern shows a way for the ancestor to come back. In the darkness, we cannot see, but if we have a light, we can see so that they can come back. At the same time, light is a symbol of wisdom. If we have wisdom, we can see the world rightly. And if we don't see the right, wrong, then we get trouble. So what we need is that to light up the world, to see things clearly and correctly. That is what we need. What is a problem? Many problems that we don't understand problem. That is a problem. If we see the problem, if we know the problem, we can always have solution whenever we found a problem. So that in order to see the problem, light is very important. So candlelight actually shows a way for ancestors to come back. At the same time, the light show us to see this world. And uh, this is kind of Hatsubon, is a first obon, especially those who passed during the year, first time. So we celebrate and then, family get together. It's very nice so that she can come back. Oh, yeah, everybody here. Oh, and with light and offering of incense. That is nice. And at the same time, we make a special altar for the hungry ghost. Hungry ghost, why hungry ghost? Is a really bad word, hungry ghost. In the world of hungry ghost, uh, anyone is always thirsty and hungry. And whenever, people in the hungry ghost try to eat something, become fire and cannot eat anything. And during Obon season, we offer kindness to the hungry ghost, people in the hungry ghost. You, uh, please eat food, spiritual food, so that they are very satisfied. So we offer food to hungry ghost. That is our expression of the kindness to the others. And also, in this world, food is always limited. You know, plenty spiritual people, and food is very limited to offer. But we have special chanting to increase the food infinity, the small amount. And so today we have Otsutome book. They have English translation and Japanese reading. However, Obon service, we don't use it because of the special chanting. And there are actually 3 types of translations. When you translate foreign language to my language, there are actually 3 kinds of translation. One is literal translation. Like when you see river, how do you say river in Japanese? We say kawa. That is literal translation. What do you call stone? Pohaku in Hawaiian and ishi in Japanese, right? So we can see literal translation. And another translation is cultural translation. Cultural translation. Okay, when you wake up, what do you say? When you wake up, what do you say? Over here, good morning, right? Good morning. And Japanese, ohayo gozaimasu, right? Ohayo gozaimasu. And we think ohayo gozaimasu and good morning, same thing. But actually, ohayo gozaimasu literally means very early. Ohayo gozaimasu is early, hayai, hayai, early. Oh, you wake up early. Ohayo gozaimasu. And Good morning over here is like wishing. I wish you to have a good morning. Good morning. So that is kind of cultural translation, not literal translation. When you wake up, what do you say? おはようございます or good morning. Yeah, that is cultural translation. And number three translation is actually no translation. We just copy the sound. We just copy the sound. So nowadays, Japanese many copy spoon, of course, the pronunciation a little bit different, but we just copy the sound and we understand. So in older days, Chinese people, when they brought Buddhist scriptures to Chinese, most of translator didn't translate. They just copy the sound. Instead of translate the meaning, they just copy the sound. And so obon, the what meaning of obon is actually original word is Sanskrit, urabana, urabana. And urabana, Chinese people didn't translate. They just took the sound, copied the sound, urabana as urabon, urabon. These are just copy the sound, no translation. And then Japanese, also no translation. So we just use it as urabon, urabon. But as a Japanese characteristic, Japanese don't like longer words. We like a very short word. So we tend to shorten the word. So urabon is kind of long word. So we just make it short. Urabon. Instead of you calling urabon, we just say bon. So urabon has become shortened to bon, 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 bon. Yeah. And then original meaning is actually, I'm sorry, I say it again and again, but obon, urabon is actually not a good word. Being hung upside down. Being hung upside down. It's a great suffering. You know, the condition that people are hung upside down. That urabon, urabana, urabon. Maybe Chinese people, oh, that's a not good meaning, so just, no translation. Maybe Japanese, same thing too. Oh, urabana, urabon is not meaning. Let's try not to translate. That maybe one thought. But anyway, that a great suffering is urabon. But this indicates that after we experience great suffering, we can be very happy. After we removed all the great suffering, we are very happy and we can naturally dance. And indeed, Obon is a Morgana, Mokuren, mother was fell into the hungry ghost. You know, Mokuren, one of the Buddha disciple, had a super vision. He can see anything in the world, not only in this world, but in other world too. And one day, Mokuren, Morgana, he found his mother was falling in the hungry ghost. His belated mother was falling in the hungry ghost. And he was very surprised, and then he asked advice, Shakyamuni Buddha. How can I save my mother? How can I save my mother? And Shakyamuni Buddha gave instruction. Okay, summertime. During summertime, July 13 to 16, about 13 to 16, ministers have a retreat, get together. Okay, you offer food and ask memorial service. Ask memorial service for your mother. And your mother will be saved. And Mokuren followed the instruction. And they had a big memorial service for mother. And Mokuren, after the memorial service, he saw mother was saved from the hungry ghost. And oh, my mother was saved. You know, she removed, I mean, she ran away from the hungry ghost. And he became so happy. And he started to dance. Yeah, that is the original story of Obon. Anyway, so great suffering, if we want experience great suffering, we are really happy. And happiness is like, oh, our ancestors come back, our beloved one come back, we have a spiritual reunion of our beloved one. That is a kind of happiness that to show is a Obon. Obon. So many people we understand born because spiritual come back, family also get together in Obon time. So Japan, many people, so many people go home during Obon time. So Obon, what is Obon in Japan is like New Year's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas Day, all together, all together. It's a huge celebration. Many people go back to home to have spend time and to visit the grave together. That is Obon. So if you ask Obon, what is Obon to Japanese? They don't know Obon means great suffering, being upside down. They don't know. Just like even I didn't know, what is Obon. But Obon actually is came from Sanskrit word, which literally means being upside down. So thank you very much. And so that's why chanting special prayer during Obon, no translation. Uh, we just follow, copy the sound. So, for example, to increase the food, like no makusaraba, tatagyata, baro, kite, on sambara, sambara, un. And it's not like Japanese, no? And then, no makusaraba, tatagyata, baro, kite, on sambara, sambara, un. Just like katabra. What do you say? Abracadabra. Magic word, magic word. Yeah, that is like magic word. Yeah, no translation. We just copy the sound. That's why abracadabra. And also there is a sutra, all Sanskrit like no bo aratan no taraya ya no makuaria mitaba ya tatagata ya arakate samyak sambodaya taniata on amilite amilito tobabe amilita sambabe amilit Yarabe Amerita, Shite Amerita, Teze Amerita. That's all actually copy the sound, no translation. That special prayer we use for the oboe. Uh, and the meaning, please don't ask. Or I don't understand, or I don't understand, but I know it's good for oboe. That's what we call tradition. Yeah. So please don't ask. But we have some clue like Amilita. Amilita is Amida. Yeah, Amilita is Amida. And Nobo is a Nomaku is like Namu, Namu, Nobo, Namu. The pronunciation. Okay, thank you very much. The first four verses we use this Oxford group from page 12. Page 12. Okay. I aspire for my body to be as pure as an incense burner. I aspire for my mind to be like the light of wisdom. With every thought, I burn this incense of discipline and meditation. To dedicate myself to the past, present, and future Buddhas of the Ten Directions. I wholeheartedly take refuge in the Buddhas who eternally dwell in the lands of the Ten Directions. I wholeheartedly take refuge in the Dharma, the teachings which eternally exist in the lands of the Ten Directions. I wholeheartedly take refuge in the Sangha, the community which eternally exists in the lands of the Ten Directions. 無常みなせそう釈迦如来入の上流の実法如来 We reverently call upon Amida Buddha, the world honored one, to enter this sacred place. We reverently call upon Shakyamuni Tathagata, the enlightened one, to enter this sacred place. We reverently call upon the Tathagatas of the Ten Directions to enter this sacred place. Asha Krishna Shoa Guru Kanyu Shiton Jinji Jishin Hoi Shisho Sho Isai Gakon The humble actions I have done in the past are all derived from my great greed, anger, and division. Born of my conduct, words, and thoughts, I now repent them all. Journey. Namu Amida Bu, Namu Amida Bu, Namu Amida Bu, Namu Amida. Namu Amida Bu, Namu Amida Bu, Namu Amida Bu, Namu Amida. Namu Amida Bu, Namu Amida Bu.百人億両地三世一切無王冠 寛解法満者賢治即脱有名少年の比叡三道法都五大空教特上無常が空読無限人義来一切主張法法演じきらりの幕者はたたやたばろきてサンマナサンマナの幕者はたたやたばろきてオンサンマラサンマラの幕者はたたやたばろきてオンサンマラサンマラの幕者はたたやたばろきてオンサンマラサンマラの幕者はたたやたばろきてオンサンマラサンマラの幕者はたたやたばろきてオンサンマラサンマラの幕者はたたやたばろきてオンサンマラサンマラの幕者はたたやたばろきてオンサンマラサンマラのそろばやたたやたやたにやたそろそろあらそろあらそろそあかのそろばやたたやたやたにやたそろそろあらそろあらそろそあかのそろばやたたやたやたにやたそろそろあらそろあらそろそあノーマクサンマンダボタナンバンノーマクサンマンダボタナンバンノーマクサンマンダボタナンノーマクサンマンダボタナンバンノーマクサンマンダボタナンノーマクサンマンダボタナンバンノーマクサンマンダボタナンバンノーマクサンマンダボタナンバン南無法性如来諸見尊語口円満南無妙識心如来が修行円満相南無甘露如来甘露心人行受気楽南無法白心如来因果広大恩月十南無理不意如来福質上理が一種与党非人種が本世におく史実変実行一切一人阿弥陀如来根本如来ノートラタンノラヤヤノマキラヤサバヤサヤサヤカセクンセクサンドラカンヤパウンナミデアミカパデアミカハンバデアミカジャデアミカスケアミカテイデアミカテアミテアミキアランタジャンデアミカセノシャデアミカ感謝自然実際が自在少々滅陸特楽発信修行臨終見物上昇上無教上ナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブアミダナムアミダブナムアミダブページ70開教無常人人異名 even after hundreds, thousands, million errors is difficult to encounter. We now here receive and uphold it. May we understand the true message of the Kasana. Now chanting sutra, please offer incense first to Buddha, first for the all spirits. Amida Buddha's original vows are the essential gate to the adventure. May this merit be transferred equally to enable us to immediately attain birth in the pure journey. Namu Amida Bu, Namu Amida Bu, Namu Amida Bu, Namu Amida. Namu Amida Bu, Namu Amida Bu, Namu Amida Bu, Amida. Namu Amida Bu, Namu Amida Bu. Page 24. 24. 小約語。法名返上実法世界念仏主張摂取 The infinite light of Amida Buddha illuminates the 10 directions of the world, and all to call upon his name shall be received, and never abandoned. Namu Amida
将来諸宿徳開始レポ本日裏本で並びに大瀬垣へに際し応答は本流の新人の世主はコロは浄土院より長男神道各家先祖代々一族戦法諸軍霊と本供養ついて東上大渡り川区は解散山人原田建設商人吉田達優商人伊藤健丈商人加藤正山商人山口龍海商人日野修水商人林明春商人浦上健丈商人歴代首相人並びに海峡女院専門首相令等本供養追善増上大熱海川区は戦死病没大難合し三害万で上上内四方海合同略ナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムアミナムアミナムツナムアミナムまた願わくは倉崎ジェームスよりトムロところの勝利は2018年5月9日往生倉崎ロペスノラ慶応明観大師の勝利初本供養追善増上ございナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムアミナナムアミダブチナムアミダブまた願わくは渡瀬パトリックより渡瀬光子こと法徳院地を妙高大師の勝利初本供養追善登場大ナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムアミナナムアミナムツナムアミナムまた願わくは中下デイビッドより中下ヒロシ・クラークの霊発本供養追善増上大ナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムアミナナムアミナムチナムアミナムまた願わくは中下デイビッドより松田学ロニーの霊初本供養追善登場大ナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムアミナナムアミナムチュナムアミナムまた願わくはアルビン秋元より秋元千代天正院上路実装挺身大師本供養追善登場大また願わくは秋元実を終月院聖よ実装聖孤児の霊本供養追善登場大また願わくはアルビン秋元より秋元家大崎家先祖代々本供養追善登場大また願わくはアルビン秋元より藤井家菊川家先祖代々本供養アルビン秋元よりポール秋元西洋長官文字本供養追善登場五代アリス磯田より磯田家磯田百合子の霊本供養磯田隆 文句よ、種がわくは、磯田正し、並びにバレリー、知恵子、磯田崎の霊、文句よ、追善増上、ゴーレス、秋元より、秋元、鶴江シャリンの霊、文句よ、バイオレット、大西より、リチャード、大西の霊、文句よ、ハリー・コンドより、バーニス・コンド、文句よ、また願わくは、ハリー・コンドより、フェッコンド、文句よ、ハリー・コンドより、ミシェル・コンド、文句よ、ハリー・コンドより、ハルフと、文句よ、リリアン・赤木より、松本家先祖代々文句よ、アルフレッド・レオスより、ヨナが下とダウスの霊を、ホンダファミリー、ウィスカイノア、フランシスカジモトより、ホンダキ、天心民万よ、明園大師文句よ、ホンダファミリー、ウィスカイノア、フランシスカギモトより、本田源氏10連員重要有効源氏小路本主要、三例井川家先祖代々本主要、デビッド・アンチュン、ジママン、三木、村岡、清少健信用、長山小路本主要、デビッド・アンチュン、ジママン、松江、村岡、清少健徴用、妙定大師、文句用、ハルビン&ドリーン・野上、カール・金子、米代こと、上与小仏、恩親、古事、文句用、ハルビン&ドリーン・野上、八千恵、レーン、金子、妙用、商用、妙月、上皇大師、文句用、福江、金子より、金子家先祖代々文句よ、フレッ金重、エレン、リュウより、金重、千代子、信仰院、法要、明友大師文句よ、フレッ金重、エレン、リュウより、金重、静雄、随行院、西洋、道順、古事文句よ、フレッ金重、エレン、リュウより、ドン、守る、金重の霊、文句よ、ラッセオ、久保山、レイラ、久保山より、久保山家先祖代々文句よ、ジェームス・倉崎より、倉崎家先祖、ジェームス・倉崎より、和義、倉崎、豊子、倉崎、松陰、紅葉、発信、古事、美少院、妙よ、月大師、文句よ、レディ、松川より、時春、松川西洋、上記前上門、文句よ、レディ、松川より、ゆり子、石川、ロバート、石川、めぐる、石川、家先祖代々、文句よ、上宮原より、宮原、岩太郎、世襲弁護よ、上皇寺、文句よ、上宮原、宮原、竹雄こと、俗入健康よ、理想古事文句よ、上宮原より、宮原春、精神健康よ、明願大師文句よ、シャーロン、森田、薫、貞光、角一郎、貞光、さまよ、貞光、実る、貞光、初子、貞光、貞光家先祖代々文句よ、ナティ、永田、正人、永田、法要、新章、伝承門、ジェフリー、永田、千代常連、衝動、伝承門、文句よ、ナティ、永田、松江、追用、提唱、天上に文句よ、朝日、岡本、メリリン、岡本の霊、文句よ、君子、大崎、明日、太田、方向、院公よ、流信大師文句よ、君子、大崎より久子、時田、文句よ、君 君子大崎より大竹先祖代々本供養君子大崎より石池先祖代々本供養俊弘大谷より大谷と一と横完全上俊弘大谷大谷峰よ帝よ妙法伝統に本供養ケネス・アン・エレイ・宮崎より大坪家先祖代々本供養ドリス・島岡より島岡トーマス文章よ常連15時本供養ドリス・島岡より島岡家先祖代々本供養エドウィン・品川より品川家先祖代々本供養エドリン・品川より中竹先祖代々本供養ライエン・サラ・シュガキよりシュガキ家先祖代々本供養シシドファミリーよりチェスター・ミキオシシド信用感染信じ本供養火を継ぐ砂川より砂川君の霊本供養火を継ぐ砂川より砂川タッチの霊本供養ジェームス・キム・タカキより吉尾高木の霊本供養ジェームス・キム・タカキ高木の霊本供養ジェームス・キム・タカキエブリン・タカキ・ブラウンの霊本供養ジェームス・キム・タカキケネス・タカキの霊本供養アルマ・四つ葉より栄小池天陽星雲栄新古寺久美子小池運用演月純大師本供養発生八坂より八坂照寺清少県西洋古商用長園古寺吉八坂帝光県慶陽修法大師本供養発生八坂より八坂アーネスト名乗り八坂テルマの霊本供養エリー上原エドウィン・金丸より森尾田坂上皇院御用主導古寺本供養ジェリー・上原エドウィン・金丸より小田清天心人上与公決古寺本供養ジェリー・上原エドウィン・金丸より小田梅の妙高院培養上安大師本供養よしこ山崎より山崎家先祖代々本供養各各追善総主を五代ナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムまた願わくは言葉プレイヤー言葉建立の新人の弟子中下デイビッド中下博クラークの霊発言供養松田学ロニー発言供養ダウスアルフレッドよりダウス清永千里優よ神父神明本供養無事メリー道岡家先祖代々本供養無事メリー藤岡綾子法明院療養遠行大師本供養無事メリー道岡勇教の有料精進古寺本供養無事メリー道岡一慶新院公用養慶大師本供養金市でクレイクリュウエレンより金市で静岡銀行員専用の15時金重クレイエレンより金重千代子振興員公用の有大師本供金重クレイリュウエレンより金重ドンマモンの霊本供養金子菊江より金子家先祖代々本供養金子菊江より中本義恵の霊本供養金子菊江より本徳江パッチの霊本供養 野上カルビンドリンより小西鶴の霊文句よ。野上カルビンドリンより小西ジャックサダオの霊文句よ。野上カルビンドリンより野上藤江の霊文句よ。野上カルビンドリンより野上静雄の霊文句よ。野上カルビンドリンより上与正月音信孤児文句よ。野上カルビンドリンより正与明月上皇孤児文句よ。川俣ハンナより川俣家先祖代々文句よ。川俣ハンナより坂本家先祖代板本家先祖代々文句よ。川俣ハンナより川俣ロイの霊文句よ。久保山ラッセオレイダより久保山和也上信院徳陽鉱山全道孤児文句よ。久保山ラッセオひなこ久保山レイダより久保山ひなここと新月院寺用媒質霊宝大師文句よ。久保山ラッセオレイダより久保山家先祖代々文句よ。カイノア・ルイス鍵本フランシス条例院重要有効現実孤児文句よ。カイノア・ルイス鍵本フランシス本田キー弁信院万葉応援大使文句よ。カイノア・ルイス鍵本フランシス本田家江端家先祖代々文句よ。三坂デイジー木下家先祖代々文句よ。木下健一木下ケネス文句よ。随前道場代木下昭恵の霊文句よ。また願わくは松川ベティより石川百合子猶予妙楽天上にの霊文句よ。松川ベティより松川時春西洋定期上記天上門文句よ。永田ナティより永田正人法よ新上天上門文句よ。永田ナティより永田松江随予定称天上に文句よ。永田ナティより中田より定光の出営孤児文句よ。森田シャーロンより定光角一郎幸運院西洋情報孤児文句よ。森田シャーロンより定光様よ地月院小よ明運大師文句よ。森田シャーロンより抵抗君子の霊文句よ。宮原城より宮原家先祖代々文句よ。宮原城より宮原岩太郎世数県法要情報個人文句よ。宮原城より宮原春精神権領より老眼大師文句よ。宮原城より宮原武雄即入権法要理想個人文句よ。宮原城より土井清志行院釈随上文字の霊文句よ。松永ハロー松永家先祖代々文句よ。松永ハロー松永助の霊文句よ。松永ハロー松永ジルの霊文句よ。松永ハロー松永ジョージの霊文句よ。沖中デイビッド・ジョイス沖中家先祖代々文句よ。沖中デイビッド・ジョイス法要青年孤児順位歓迎春大師文句よ。大崎公子大崎エドワードこと大公院会用有名孤児の霊文句よ。大崎公子より大田マス高公院帝の有心大師文句よ。大崎公子より時田久子の霊文句よ。大崎公子より石池先生大文句よ。大崎公子より大竹先祖大文句よ。大谷俊弘より大谷峰代こと帝よの法前上に文句よ。 大谷俊弘より大谷東一東洋王冠長の文句よ岡本正樹より岡本家先祖代々文句よ岡本正樹より岡本マリリンの霊文句よ貞光江藤より貞光スタンレー実用調和孤児文句よ貞光江藤より浅戸文江の霊文句よ貞光江藤より川上ジョージの霊文句よ品川エドウィンより品川家先祖代々文句よ品川エドウィンより中田家先祖代々文句よ島岡ドリスより島岡家先祖代々文句よ島岡ドリスより島岡トーマス忠の霊文句よ島岡ドリスより立石家先祖代々文句よ白木クライドより白木芸術芸を少年天上の白木クライドより白木下帝よ明年天上に文句よ白木クライドサラより白木家先祖代々文句よ白木クライドサラより白木幸政の霊文句よ白木クライドサラより白木留一猶予常駐新規文句よ宍戸ファミリーより宍戸チェスター三木尾信用感染新規文句よ宍戸ファミリーより宍戸家先祖代々文句よ清治より砂川君の霊文句よ砂川清治より砂川ドットの霊文句よ山崎よしこより山崎良一第一人特よ遠慮ご自文句よリベラ・シャーリンよりリベラ・レジの霊文句よ末岡ジャンより末岡家先祖代々文句よ末岡ジャンより岡田アルトンの霊文句よ末岡ジャンより岡田貞美の霊文句よ高木ジェームス・キムより高木家先祖代々文句よ高木ジェームス・キムより高木吉野の霊文句よ高木ジェームス・キムより高木シナの霊文句よ高木ジェームス・キムより高木ケネスの霊文句よ高木ジェームス・キムよりブラウン、高木、エブリンの霊文句よジマーマン、ジューン、デイビッドより村岡、三木、聖書権、信用、三個自文句よジマーマン、ジューン、デイビッドより村岡、松江、証券、商用、定大師文句よエドウィン・カナマブ、ジェリー・上原より上田、小田清、精神院、長予、高血孤児文句よエドウィン・カナマル、ジェリー・上原より小田梅野、妙高院、バイオ、長安大師文句上原、ジェリー、エドウィン・カナマル、田坂森尾、上皇院、権陽、主導孤児文句よアルマ、四田、小池、先祖代々文句よ宮崎、ケネス、エレンより大坪、グレンの霊文句よ宮崎、ケネス、エレンより大坪、バート、妙陽、誠実、冬孤児文句よ宮崎、ケネス、エレンより大坪、春子、春陽、円楽、妙友大師文句よ宮崎、ケネス、エレンより大坪、竹虎、各陽、総順神事文句よ宮崎、ケネス、エレンより大坪家、先祖代々文句よ黒川、デニス、デイビより黒川、上条、明子の霊文句よ黒川、デニス、デイビより黒川、勝義の霊文句よ黒川、デニス、デイビより 沢井ウエスティの幸男の霊本気黒川デニス・デイより沢井守の霊本気黒川デニス・デイより沢井ケビン・森尾の霊黒川デニス・デイより沢井ヘレン・幸男の霊本気黒川デニス・デイより沢井家先祖代々各々文句用追善増上菩提また願わくはハリー近藤よりバーニス近藤の霊文句用ハリー近藤よりフレッド近藤の霊文句用ハリー近藤よりラルフ近藤の霊文句用ハリー近藤よりミシャオ近藤の霊各々文句用追善登場菩提のためにナムアミナブナムアミナブナムアミナブナムアミナブナムアミナブナムアミナブナムアミナブナムアミナブツナムアミナブまた願わくは本日三景の各家先祖代々士族専門諸軍霊と本供養追善向上菩提のためにナムアミナムナムアミナムナムアミナムナムナミナムナムナミナムナムナミナムナムナミナムナムナミナナムアミダブツナムアミナムまた願わくはこの功徳をもって浄土一切に施し同じく菩提心を起こして安楽国に登場せんWe aspire for these merits and virtues to be equally bestowed upon all, and may we together develop the aspiration for enlightenment to achieve birth in the pure land of peace. Jude. Page 27, 相談形。However, innumerable sentient beings are, I honestly vow to enlighten them all. However, inexhaustible delusions are, I honestly vow to extinguish them all. However, immeasurable the Buddha's teachings are, I honestly vow to comprehend them all. However, incomparable enlightenment is, I honestly vow to attain it by all means. I sincerely wish to share the blessing with all beings. Together we are born into the pure land of ultimate bliss to achieve the way of the Buddha. 三将来。ナムアミナブナ May we now call upon all the Buddhas to return to their lands. We offer incense and flowers in appreciation to send them home. We ask for your compassionate guidance and protection. May those who have gone before us to encourage us to attain birth disappear. Thank you very much for all the service. So I want to conclude this service with a recitation of Namamida 10 times. 如来大慈悲愛民五年同生10年。ナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブ Thank you very much. We have some refreshments to ship.